Meanwhile, the Biden administration is authorizing the building of fresh new border barriers.
The decision is an abrupt reversal on his campaign pledge to stop border wall construction. The White House is waiving more than 24 federal laws in southern Texas, many of which pertain to environmental and wildlife protection, to try and pave the way for this border wall construction. The decision comes amid an influx of illegal crossings along the southern border, and it also coincides with several top-level Biden administration officials visiting Latin America in hopes of increasing border security.
CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us now to speak about this. Camilo, building new barriers is a major reversal for this administration and a president who ran on a platform of complaining of his predecessor's construction of a border wall. So how is this administration trying to justify the decision?
Good afternoon. That certainly is the case. This, in every way you look at it, is a major reversal by the Biden administration. The Department of Homeland Security has authorized the construction of new border barriers in Texas' Rio Grande Valley near the border with Mexico to repel migrant crossings and to prevent people from entering the U.S. illegally. As you all very well remember, President Biden, during the 2020 campaign, condemned former President Trump's border wall in very strong terms, and on his first day in office actually issued an executive order halting border wall construction and preventing funds from the Department of Defense from being diverted for this purpose. So this is a major shift, not just in tone, but also in policy. The administration is waiving over 24 federal laws, including those designed to protect wildlife and the environment, to expedite the construction of this project. And before this announcement, the administration was really only focusing on filling gaps. They are now approving new barriers that previously did not exist. So this is a major change in policy. However, the administration would tell you, Arrow and Lana, that they are doing this because they have a congressional mandate to do so. Funds appropriated by Congress in 2019 instruct the administration to create these barriers in the Rio Grande Valley, and the administration is arguing that unless Congress cancels those allocations, they need to do this.
Well, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is in Mexico. He's heading to Ecuador and Colombia, as we've discussed. There are many Democratic mayors in the U.S. that say that they're overwhelmed by migrants being bussed into their cities. Meanwhile, Republican leaders are sort of pointing at the fact that they're sanctuary cities as justification. Camilo, help us understand sanctuary cities. Is this what, how much of that is involved in what we're seeing?
Well, Lana, when Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, started this busing operation to send migrants to so-called sanctuary cities, he said he wanted to bring the crisis along the U.S.-Mexico border to these liberal jurisdictions. And in many ways, he has done so successfully, putting away the politics of this and the fact that in many ways these migrants are pawns in this policy dispute between the administration and Abbott. It is objectively true that these cities, whether it's New York, Denver, or Chicago, are facing dire humanitarian and operational challenges that they were not feeling before this operation started. Now you have the governor of New York telling Margaret Brennan that the U.S.-Mexico border is too open and that the administration should limit the number of people coming across the border. You also have Mayor Eric Adams of New York saying that the president has abandoned the city on this issue. And more recently, you have the governor of Illinois, another Democrat and White House ally, saying that this crisis has created an untenable situation for Chicago and Illinois. And again, these are traditional Democratic allies, not just Republicans anymore.
And we can't forget, Camilo, that for many of these migrants, they're fleeing horrific conditions. They feel like their lives are at risk. I understand the current increase in migration along the southern borders mainly being driven by Venezuelans. Explain that for us and how it's posing specific challenges for the federal government in ways of, the cities also receiving them and not having the money to handle them.
Yes, Errol. Well, just think about this. A quarter of the over 200,000 migrants who were apprehended along the U.S.-Mexico border in September were from Venezuela. That is a record and a once unthinkable number. You are now seeing record numbers of Venezuelans flee that country or other countries in Latin America that they were living in to come here to the U.S. Many of them are braving that dangerous journey across Panama's Darien Gap to get here. Tens of thousands of people are crossing that jungle on a monthly basis, and many of them are headed here to the U.S. And right now, the options for the U.S. to respond to this increase are limited. Venezuela right now, Errol, is not taking back U.S. deportations, and Mexico is only taking a limited number of Venezuelans. So the options are limited, and the crisis continues to intensify.
Yeah, that's a large and complex crisis at that. Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you very much.
Thank you.